This is Chef LaWanda, Chef LaWanda Studios. I am getting ready to prepare an exciting, it's familiar, but this is enchiladas. I'm making beef and cheese enchiladas with real chili meat. You guys are going to watch me prepare that. Get your pens and pad out. I've got measurements already ready for you. Okay, so right now I'm getting ready to make the filling for the stuffing for the enchiladas. Got this saucepan here. I'm going to pour 1 cup of water in here. Get you over there in that pot. And I've got almost a half a pound, a little bit more than a half a pound of ground chuck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in here into this water. But watch this. The stove is already on, so it's going to get hot really fast. But I'm doing this, the water in here is to melt the ground meat. I want it really nice and grainy, and this is what the water will do for it. Yes, eventually I will drain it off. So along with that, you see the meat? It's like really soupy. This is the filling for the enchiladas. I've got a 1/4 cup of bell peppers with a little bit of poblano peppers in it. I've got a 1/4 cup of onions, chopped onions, minced up. I've got a 1/2 teaspoon of chopped up garlic. I've got a 1/2 teaspoon of cominos. About a 1/2 teaspoon of cilantro. And this is beef base. A little bit of beef flavoring. The beef flavoring here. Okay, so I'm going to stir this up. Blend this up together. Along with these seasonings are going to be my special seasoning. There's a video on my special seasonings, guys, just in case you're wondering what's in my special seasoning. About a tablespoon of that in there. We want the seasonings in this to be really, really potent and strong. So I'm also adding just a drop of liquid smoke. Just a couple of drops. Liquid smoke can also be potent, so you don't want to put a lot when you're using liquid smoke. So we're going to let this boil. I'm going to drain this, and we're going to put it in the refrigerator to cool down. And we're going to mix this with the cheese. And we'll get back with you. Okay, I'm back getting ready to make this awesome chili. So here I have a little bit over almost 3 pounds of chili meat. And this is really coarse chili meat. Not ground meat, but coarse ground. So we're going to add both of these in there. Remember with the stuffing I used water. I'm not using water on this. Okay, with this I'm going to add some of my special blend, and this is seasoned salt, garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, and paprika. So I'm going to season this meat up really good with this also. That's approximately 2 tablespoons of that. Along with that, I have about a tablespoon, a little bit over a tablespoon of sliced garlic. I slice it because it makes the flavors, just really go through the meat really well. I've got a half a cup of chopped onions as well. I'm going to be adding oregano and some more cumin and some more paprika and tomato sauce. But right now I'm going to let this cook for a while till it gets really nice and done. Okay, so since we got this cooking nice and evenly cooked, let's add the rest of our ingredients. And we're going to let this cook and simmer until it gets nice and tender. But the rest of our ingredients going to be, I'm going to put about a half of a teaspoon of oregano. That's about half a teaspoon. I'm using a little bit more than a teaspoon of, a little bit less than a teaspoon of cumin. I've got paprika here. I'm going to do about a tablespoon of paprika. I'm going to put a little bit of cayenne pepper, and just a little bit, so I'm going to do like a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. And we got one of the really good main ingredients is chili powder. So I'm going to put about a tablespoon and a half of chili powder. Let's blend all this together. We got this on a rapid boil, so I'm going to go ahead and add tomato sauce, just 1 can of tomato sauce. And I've got like 3 cups of water. So I'm going to put at least 2 right now, and then I'll see if I need the rest of it later. Okay, we're going to let this get nice and tender. Simmer. Going to bring it to a boil again, and then I'm going to use my rendition of masa to tighten this up, thicken it up but before that I'm going to go ahead and put some more beef bouillon flavoring for additional flavors, and that's going to be about a tablespoon of that. Okay, so I'm going to turn this down on a medium and just let this cook until this chili gets really nice and tender. Be right back. Okay, I end up putting the whole 3 cups of water in here, and what I have here is first let me tell you, this chili does render fat. So I got most of it off, but you can just take it and kind of like get a knife or a scoop, a spoon or a scoop, and just scoop it off the excess fat. Here I have half a cup of flour and a half a cup of oil, just regular cooking oil, and we're going to thicken this up. We're going to use this to thicken the chili up to where you want it to be. I'm going to turn this up on high so we can get this boiling really good so I can see how thick I want my chili. Remember, you don't want it really thick because you're going to pour it over your enchiladas. That's really good. Yeah, that's about as thick as I want that. Notice I didn't use it all. So I think I'm going to put a little extra water in here because it's a little bit thicker than what I wanted it to be. Okay, that's some really good chili. I'm going to let this continue to simmer, and I'm going to get ready to roll the I'm going to exchange pots here. And I'm going to get ready to soften the tortillas so we can get ready to roll them. Chili, I got that on low. Got this on medium here. So let's get ready to do the soften the tortillas. Now this is just cooking oil in here. That's about a little bit more than half a cup. So all I'm doing is I'm going to take the corn tortilla, just softening it up, guys. Okay, I'm going to do about 12, maybe 15 of these, and then I'll start the rolling process. Okay, we're getting ready to prepare to roll the enchiladas. Here is the ground meat that we cooked earlier, you know, with the water and the vegetables. Here I've got American and cheddar cheese that's been grated together. I love that combination. You guys can choose whatever cheese you like. But this is the beef and cheese enchiladas. I'm going to add this beef to the cheese, and I have like a half a cup, a little bit more, a little less than a half a cup of chopped onions that I'm also adding. So we're going to blend this up really, really well. I'm going to start the process of rolling this. I'm trying to squash this together. Now the way I'm going to roll this is kind of like we called it mass production back when. So I'm going to take tortilla here, 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 here. So we got 6 tortillas on the board. And we'll take a little bit of filling each one of them. You can put however much you want in your tortilla. You don't even have to use this size tortilla. You can use them extra. This is just a basic way of how I make my enchiladas. Beef and cheese enchiladas. Tuck that under and roll. Tuck and roll. Make sure that the envelope side is closed. It's pointing down. This here is down. This side is down. So in less than 2 minutes, we've rolled 6 enchiladas. I'm gonna finish the rest and get back. Okay, I'm back. The chili is finished. I'm getting ready to put me some in the oven right now so I can eat some. But this is the chili here. And I'm going to go ahead and pour some over the enchiladas. These are fresh rolled enchiladas, but you know what? You know I'm not going to eat all these enchiladas. So I've got these freezer bags here, and as you can see here, I have the date, and I've got enchiladas wrote on it. You can see that. And I've also got a freezer bag for the extra chili that I'm going to have. So right now I have the enchiladas in the freezer because I can't put them in the bag while they're still fresh, or they'll break to pieces. So once they're frozen, I can put them in the freezer, and then when the chili cools down, I can put it in the freezer also and use for another time. So let's go ahead and finish the enchiladas here. Okay. I'm going to put these in the oven. These are so good, guys. I'm going to put it in the oven and let it heat up a bit so the insides of the enchilada can be nice and melted. And then I'm going to add just some topping cheese on top of it and let it melt. Okay, got those enchiladas done. Going to fix me up a plate right quick. You can see this. Get your camera on this. See if I can get a zoom in from my producer on this enchiladas. I am going to give me a couple of them here. Ooh. Ooh, as my constituents say, ooh. Enchiladas. I got me a little guacamole salad over here. Gonna hook it up like that. And we've got enchiladas. Now this just came out of the oven, so I'm gonna let that cool while I talk to you about the freezer. I have the rest of the enchiladas are rolled up. I froze them a bit to put them in here, and I also got the chili left over. These are going into the freezer for another meal, for another time. So let's see what this enchilada is going to be about here. Look at that. Just the way I make enchiladas. Perfect, seasoned perfect. Everything is absolutely amazing. So if you took this recipe down and try it, to let me know how you like it, click like on this contents. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Until my next video, bye. Lipstock.